Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mega Man X2. In this episode, we're gonna go ahead and fight Crystal Snail, but we actually do have to find X100 in this stage. As you can see now, the stages are here, so we're gonna go into a random stage and exit. So the last episode, at the end of it, if you guys remember, I said that Violin wasn't showing up. So it turns out that I went to a stage with him in it and didn't fight him, and that causes him to permanently leave. I completely forgot about the aspect of it. So what I did was I just went back and redid what I did through my playthrough, and just did it without him being there. And honestly, I don't remember if he was in there or not. So hopefully it is. I have to get him right, so I'm just doing one more time to be sure. I was looking over my recording system, cause the X Hunters. Violin, I believe. No, Violin leaves after you fight defeat 6 X Hunters, and then the guy we fought last time, which I believe, I can't remember his name. It's Segas. He leaves after you defeat 5. So you have to make sure. Oh, he was correct in the correct spot, but now he's not. So if I were to go into that stage and not fight someone else, then if I him, then Violin would leave because I had defeated 6 Mavericks at that point. So yeah, Violin leaves with 6, Sagas leaves at 5, and then this new guy we haven't seen yet, Aggio, he leaves after you beat 7. So you do have a limit to do them. And the only difference is, it's like a little post, it's collecting Zero's parts. You have a little post credit, like little Easter egg. I'll show you guys what it is, but I think it's more there's a little secret. That's all I'll say for now, and then when we get deeper into it, I'll show you what it is. But they should let him sync up too, because they just rotate across the ones we have done yet. So there we go. So Violin's in here. So go ahead and jump into Crystal Snail. Alright, so here in Crystal Snail, we're able to get technically 3 with Zero's part, 2 little items. First, we have a heart tank. So we have new enemies here. There you go. That guy his name is different. It's a Baton Bone G. I don't know why he has a different name, but I believe here we go. So once you get to his low right armor, come back here, jump here, I believe, and just go to the left. So there's 2 ways of doing it. There's a way where you use the chain to grab a wall. And then there's one where you kind of, this guy hovers, so you kind of do this and just tap it and go farther. I'm gonna try to do it that way. It's a little bit easier. So you do a little jump, and I didn't jump out for some reason, but there you go. As you saw, there's a heart container. That's kind of how you're supposed to do it. So yeah, like I said, you can use the chain. The chain it's harder to deal with because you don't get as far. It's a lot harder. So I do recommend just going back and then doing just don't hold the button, just tap it and it gets you as far, and then just hold up, jump and hold up. I just didn't do it for some reason, so let's just go again. There you go. So get the heart container or the heart tank, come up here and go back, and then the right armor respawns where it was. So that's the first item. Second item is the head upgrade. We get one here, so you just hit it like that, go to the side, come back up here, and then I believe we do have to fight the X Hunter first. So you just come up here with a new enemy. As you can see, they reflect. So here they do this so you can't bring the right armor here. Come down here, and then give me 1 second. I believe we come. No, that's later on. I think the X100 room is up here, which we need the right armor for. So I think I might despawned it, so I'm gonna have to go all the way up. So yeah, so just don't despawn the armor, otherwise you're gonna have to come do this, what I'm doing right here. So that green block broke the little barrier holding off this little thing to have the right armor. And the little things that shoot at us are called reflexors with a Z. So come up here with the right armor, float up here. Oh, I have to come over here, huh? Come up here, do a little jump, and here's gonna be the X room, so just the X Hunter room. So just come up here, break all this. You don't have to break all of it, but you need some energy. Here it is. As far as you can take the armor. So just come up here. Oh, actually, you need the armor to get up here. I forgot. Okay, so you come up here, jump on the missile, because these walls you can't jump on. Jump another missile right here. Time it out. So yeah, we're gonna fight Violin in this one. And for him, his weakness is the bubble splash. And for him, it's not really with bubble splash. There you go. So for him, it's kind of his patterns. He has like a wrecking ball and he shoots it up and down. You'll see right now, and then he jumps towards. It's kind of all he does, but he does do a lot of damage. So one of like you can do it with the X-Buster too, but the best way to do it, he does a little jump, hit him. He does that little missile here, and then that's like the little cannonball. I believe the corners is the safe spot, and they just. And it's kind of just repeat what he repeats over and over again. Just watch where he goes. He jumps twice. Throws a wrecking ball. Like I said, I believe the corner is the safest spot when he does that wrecking ball. And he's a pretty easy guy to avoid. Like I said, wrecking ball, corner, and then bubble. There you go. Relatively easy boss fight. Like the most said, like he doesn't hit you that often, but when he does, it does do a lot of damage. So just try to get familiar with him, because we do fight all the X-Hunters again later on. So, and they do change a little bit, but I think Violin is the only one that basically stays the same. But here we go. He goes same thing as the other one. He leaves, and then you've got Zero Part 2, which I believe is his body. So then you continue on. If you need low on health, you have some energy right there. Some energy in your sub tanks, and it's just going down. Oh shit, I didn't see the spikes there. Alright, so yeah, spikes are still one hit kill. But once you beat the X-Hunter, you don't have to beat him again. So if you do him again, a game over. It doesn't matter, because you can see we still have his body. So it doesn't really matter if you die later on. And same thing with the heart tanks and sub tanks. Once you get them, they're yours. So you don't have to worry about having to come back to get them if what the heck. I was saying, you don't have to worry about coming and get them after if you die or get a game over. So that's two of the things. It's kind of the harder one, was the Violin battle. So here we have another one. I believe I don't remember where it's at exactly. I have a pretty close idea. I remember it's at the edge. Give me one second. Okay, now these guys get annoying, but you have the right armor, and if you did die, like I did, I mean, during the Violin fight, they do give you a life right here. Just hop out of the red suit to get it. Just come up here. So we have we have a sub boss in this stage, which is right here, which is relatively easy. I think he does have a weakness, but what I do is you just shoot him. These little guys, they shoot this. So you just kind of watch out for them. They bounce. I think they bounce a couple times off the wall and they disappear. So just be. I believe he can't destroy the little guys. And once he gets lower on health, he does release another one. So just have a. There you go. There's two. So just keep releasing charge shots. Not even a full charge shot. Just a little. Just the second level of it. So here you're gonna want to go down here, come up here, and yeah, here it is. Shoot these guys, and then just slide down this one, and just don't die. You can. They said these guys are I feel like these guys are the most annoying enemy. But here you go. Here the capsule, and like I said earlier, this is gonna be the head upgrade. And then we got from Light Mega Man X. Enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your radar optics. It uses some energy, but with it you'll be able to you see objects you couldn't see before. Good luck, Mega Man. So this is kind of, so you don't really use it. I remember correctly, you don't really use it as much. But here it is. So what you'll show you, and I see that life back there. You use it, use energy, and it shows you something's there. So if you come up here, you can see it's an invisible wall. Jump up, go through here, and there's a life. So I believe you use this in two instances. But other than that, there's not really any reason to use it. I believe, if I remember correctly, I only remember using it once to actually get something useful. So that's it for the stage when it comes to items and all that. So you can come up here. You can farm health here if you need it. Just come down, jump across, and just you can farm them here, but I don't really need health, so I'm gonna keep going. You're gonna also need that for later, so right here you can come up here, you can see another green block. Bro, these guys are fucking annoying. You see another green block. You're gonna have to come up here, touch it, and then go up on the, or just keep going. You can just go on the ladder too. If you miss it, you just keep going. And that's a little bit easier to see, not as stuck in a little area. And I believe we're getting towards the end of the stage. We have one more of these guys. Like I said, kind of annoying, but once they shoot, they have like a little cooldown. So just come here. Green block. That green block is a crush. Oh my god. These guys crush, so that is instant kill. So here we have Crystal Snail. We don't have his weakness yet, which is Magnet Mine, which we're gonna get last through this game, this playthrough. But cause I said it's like we're just trying to beat all the stages and get everything we need with a one hit. So I believe it's a pretty simple boss fight. I believe I might die because I have half my health. But so for him, I forgot I didn't write down his moves, but he does. I remember he does go on his shell a lot. And he freezes you, hits you, and you can just dash, and that's what it was. So just try to avoid it. I didn't see if it actually did damage to me or just him, but as you saw there, he does do. So just kind of spam the dash button. And I believe he's like shit. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just repeat. Yeah, so the freezing doesn't give you any damage, but when he hits you with, yeah, there you go, I died. I tried to use my fucking subtext, but it didn't work. I pressed the wrong button. I forgot it's you have to press select on it. But as you saw, it's not that hard of a boss. I kind of just kept messing up, and so yeah, if you get frozen, just spam your dash button, and you can break out of it. And it's pretty. I think he has one more attack that's a little bit different, but they're still relatively easy to beat. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah. So just kind of jump up, avoid his attack. Spam your dash. Okay, it's still pretty easy. So yeah, I believe he does it twice. Well, he does it until he hits you, I believe, or you hit him. So you can also hit his shell. You want to get him on the way down, and then yeah, if you hit him a lot of times, you can I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm trying to not die with this guy, but yeah, if you hit him a lot of times, yeah, you can just push him back if you're having trouble with him. Yeah, so it's pretty. So I would say try to wait until you see his mouth move. That's when he does his little. He shoots his ice. So you see his mouth moves. Charge a shot. And then if you get caught, just start spamming. And then just relatively easy. Yeah, you just repeat that over and over again, and I'm not really talking too much. Here's the second one. He slows down time. I believe he's still acting the same. Yeah, he still does the same. I don't know how long it lasts. Okay, it's gone now. So yeah, it's kind of going, not going the corner, but just. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not talking as much. But yeah, it's gone now. Relatively easy, I'm pretty sure. Just in case though. Just in case, I'm gonna use this. Relatively easy guy. He's gonna come me again. Come right there. Jesus Christ, guys. So he should be dead now. He won't. There we go. Like I said, it's relatively easy boss. I was messing up. So yeah, there you go. And this episode is gonna be a little bit longer. We're gonna go ahead and defeat all three of the Mavericks this time around because the next episode might be either the next 1 or 2 episodes, depending how I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Because there's five more stages we gotta do, and I don't exactly remember how long they are. But first of all, here we got the Crystal Hunter, which kind of freezes enemies. He froze us. So like I was saying, the next episodes, I don't know if I'm gonna do either one more long episode, letting Mega Man X1, but that one did perform a little bit worse than the other one, it's a little bit longer. So what was I gonna say? So it performs. I might break it up into 2 episodes, maybe 3 and then 2, depending on how long they are. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and defeat all the Mavericks today. So actually, we're gonna go into a Morph Moth stage, which we do have the X Hunter in. We're supposed to beat him in, so that's good. So we don't have to do any of the stage manipulation thing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so in this stage, we got 2 collectibles. And we got to fight the X Hunter, and then we got a couple new enemies. We got 2 sub bosses. One's a lot more than the other. So here we have the little guys. They shoot us if you get close. As you saw, they shoot a laser. They get their eyes red. They shoot. We have this boy. You have to shoot their head too. And I believe for this boy, this guy, we need to actually freeze him to get the. So you want to do that and get this, freeze him, come up here, dash. But what's this? There you go, dash. You get a life. You get I believe the last. Is the last? No, we got one more. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, we have one more, and so that's that. Come in here. He should this boy 08. We have him. These guys I believe are called I see their name. I don't even know how you pronounce that. So obviously magnets. Mega Man's made out of metal. Wait, it jumps a little bit higher here, and then the body upgrade. I believe. Let me see. It's here. Yeah. So that's what you can use it for. For instance, this is one place you can use it, but I believe this is one other place you use it. And then you drop the spin wheel. It breaks this. Usually breaks more, but as far as you can go. And here's the upgrade. And here's the body upgrade. So with Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your body armor. With it, you can absorb damage and transfer it into an explosive weapon energy. So this one's a little bit different. And the other in Mega Man X, you took less damage. And this one, you see, you got a new hunter, second armor. So this one you see there, it's a gauge. So this gauge is empty. And so instead of taking less damage, you can use your damage as a weapon. So you get hit. What the heck? I thought that's what it was. It's literally what it said. I thought that's okay. But yeah, whenever you take damage, I believe it might be not like intentionally like I just did. It might have to be like they hit you with a projectile or something. But yeah, it fills up that gauge. You're able to use it as like a explosive hits all enemies on screen. I believe it's pretty powerful. I don't think you can take out like bosses in one hit, but I do believe it does do quite a bit of damage. So if you're struggling on a boss and you just want like a good way to get rid of a lot of health, then that's a good way. So here's the first sub boss. This one relatively easy. The little guy, he goes into a little robot. You can't hit him yet, but you have to hit his body, and he's just controlling him. He does a little dash, so whenever he jumps up, just get ready to dash under him. You see he's broken now, so now the little guy comes out, and you gotta kill him. So basically, the robot itself isn't the boss. You gotta kill that little guy. So if you miss him when he's out, he'll go back into the ground, dig out another body, and you gotta repeat it over and over again. And so yeah, so just kill him as soon as he comes out, so you don't have to keep doing the boss over and over again. Like I said, it's a relatively easy boss. I believe that's where the X-Hunter room is. There you go. See that little sound means shit. The little sound means that the whatchamacallit, the can't even speak. The guy and I say he goes up, and I don't believe he can use it yet. I think that could be full. But here we have the next hunter, which is and for him his weakness is Magnet Mine. Again, we don't have it yet, so you do have to beat him with the Vex Buster. He's a little bit harder. For me, he's the second hardest one. The first being Segius, because he's kind of annoying, drops the mine on that. But he is one of the harder ones. But once you get his pattern down, it is pretty easy, because it's pretty easy to like keep him repeating over and over the same moves. So for him, like I said, Magnet Mine, we don't have it yet. But even with X Buster, it's pretty easy. So we have Aggio or Aggio. Welcome X, your destruction is at hand. So for him, he uses the sword. So he does that. So what you want to do for that is jump up high, and then just repeat over and over again and come down low. And when he does that, when he shoots them low, you can dash under them. But it's kind of what you want to do. And then whenever he comes back, then that's kind of what you gotta do. Like I said, whenever he drops them low, just dash under them. I haven't done a good job of showing them. Okay, let's actually do it right this time. I'm doing it pretty slow, but as you can see, not too hard. Just charge up here, wait for him to go, drop it down. That does block. You can just do it. So you want to be as high as possible whenever he does that move. So, and then that does block shots. So just be careful. It's pretty relatively easy. You're gonna wanna just shoot before he does that, like on the jump. So when he jumps down, he lands on your shot. And like I said, it's pretty easy. But he can get hard if you can't get the pattern right, or if you just do a lot of mess ups. Like I said, you can even hit him with the one shot, like I'm doing here, and there you go. He's the second hardest because violence, like I said, pretty easy. But it's all not perfect. It's all whoever you think is harder. But I think he's second hardest. With violin, you have his weakness. Unless you do the correct way, then. But here we go. Yeah, I may have failed, but you will never live to see 0. So now we have all his parts. So you guys, 0 part number 3. So yeah, let's just come back leave the way we came. And these guys, I believe if you leave them long enough, they get body parts out of the trash behind them. So you don't want to do that. Here's some energy you can get to fill up your tank or fill up your energy after the fight. So that's gonna be it for this stage. Besides the actual, boss. So let's just keep going forward. Avoid all enemies as possible. This guy, I remember his name is, I believe, is a cannon driver. Oh, I don't know if I talk about these guys, but these guys latch onto you, and I believe they hinder your attack. So just be careful, and you can just dash and move around, and they leave you alone. And they're too small for your regular shots, so they have a little charge shot ready for them. And here we have, I believe, the second boss fight, which is, I believe, the same thing. The same thing as last time, but he does actually shoot stuff at you, as you saw there. So now he's destroyed. Guy comes out. When he starts flying like that, when he starts floating, that's when you can go back into another one. So let's just come back in here. So there is two versions. The one on the floor is the V1. It's a paroid. V1, and then V5 is the one that flies. So they're same robot, different model. Oh, this is the cannon driver. Never mind. The other guy was Reploid was the guy hanging, and then the guy that was on the little wheel is a Garukuta robot. So here we go. We have Morph Moth. So for him, you're gonna need the speed burner that we got from Flame Stag. This guy, even without the speed burner, is still relatively easy. And you'll see right now, he has two stages. They're both pretty easy, but one's easier than the other. Come here, hit him with that. He'll catch the fire animation. Once he's back to normal, you'll be able to hit him again. Up until then, you won't be able to. Then, so he's on the string. He falls down. He comes up. I believe you can hit him here when he's on the floor. So just slide down. He does this little thing. I said pretty easy. Just repeat over and over again. And here he's gonna come up. He disappears. The wall comes down. You see the cocoon come off, and like a moth, or like any cocoon, he turns into a moth or a butterfly. This time he's a moth. Same thing as before though. Just kind of avoid his attack. He just sprinkle a little dust. I don't know. He's trying to put you to sleep. That's a joke. But yeah, so he just does that. He's kind of like Flame Stag from side to side, except that he can like stop midair and turn around. He'll throw a little powder, hits you. Pretty easy, really easy boss fight. So with him down, I'm gonna go ahead and get the new weapons, Silk Shot. So with Silk Shot, that is the weakness of the next final magic we have. And Silk Shot is also a good way to, I'll show you guys towards the end. I believe it's a good way, if I remember correctly, is the good way to heal up your sub tanks. So if you need to energy for any boss or Sigma stage, you can get Silk Shot. But it's here we have to say, because I can try to revive Zero to help, but I need more time. Before you can reinstall his control chip, try to slow them down. Good luck. So there's a code if you need it. You just pause the video there, as you saw there. They're all gone, and like I said, if you slow them down, we might be able to revive Zero, and he can come. And if we do or don't, that's a little bit later down. Let's go ahead and jump into Central Computer and go ahead and fight Magna Centipede. All right. So then for this one, we got the last two collectibles in the game: a heart tank and a sub tank. As you can see, we have everything else. So let's go ahead and continue the stage. So like I said, this episode, I wasn't paying attention. This episode is gonna be a little bit longer than the other ones. I'm gonna try to cut around. Hopefully I can get it down quicker. So here we have another barrier attacker. Relatively simple name. They put up a barrier, they push towards you, they attack you. You're able to hit their barrier twice. You can dash, or you can't dash under them, but they eventually put the barrier down, they break. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue on. So these spotlights, if you get caught, all these blocks on the ceiling and on the floor fall. So just come back here. Just try to not get seen. And just avoid all the spotlights. So right there, I actually messed up. For the heart container, you don't want to have that one fall. This guy right here. So you just you can either do a little I don't think it's pixel perfect, but you want to do that, or you can just do the flame charge it up. And you see he does that. So what you want to do is dash, release it, and then oh shit. Okay, so there you go. That's what you saw. You just want to dash, release it. I don't know why it doesn't want to jump. I'm pressing the jump button. But yeah, so you can do it either way, whichever you prefer. Why isn't it jumping? It kicks, but it doesn't kick. I don't know what's going on here. So let's show one more time. Like I said, if you waste all your energy here, there you go. You didn't need to do the jump charge. So here's the last heart tank here, and then for this, the next one I believe it's pretty close up here. Bro, what the fuck is going on, dude? Why can't I have to be fucking... What the fuck, bro? So I believe I messed up the sub tank. I don't remember where it's at. I have like a general idea where it's at, but I feel like I already messed it up. I think you have to run past... I feel like I already messed it. I think, is it here? Oh, I already died, so it doesn't matter. Alright guys, I'm back to where I died at. I died in this hole. So if you just follow the path, and what you want to do is dash under these, and you'll see one of these guys. It's called I believe they're called installers. So these are installers. There's gonna be one here you can jump on, and it helps you close. You need to jump onto this ledge, but you can also just do it with the flame charge again. You want to dash, flame charge, and this is gonna be a little bit harder. So okay, it is further. Alright, there I got it. So instead of dash jumping off the ledge, just do a jump, air dash, and then use your charge speed burner. It's a little bit easier. So that's it for the stage for items. Here we have the first sub boss. We have the chop register, which is a relatively easy boss fight. It's a sword. He hits you. Just kind of try to avoid him. Whenever he starts shaking, it means he's gonna come attack you. He does a little swipe. You have to hit, I think if I remember correctly, you have to hit the hilt of it. So just kind of come up top. So he attacks you up here, fall down, come to the other side, and then he might do this. You can just kind of shoot randomly. When he does that move, try to do it a little bit lower. And it's kind of the same thing, just switch over and over again. There you go. It's relatively easy boss fight. It doesn't do too much damage. And yeah, I believe we have the full energy shot. We have new enemies. Come down here. You don't so here, if you're doing it a different way that I'm not doing, there is a hunter room here, but there's gonna be spotlights. I'm not even spotlights. Once you enter this room, bricks are gonna start falling down to the floor, and you're gonna have to rush because it gets blocked off. So just rush all the way to the right, the bottom. Don't go up. It's gonna be another door, the X hunter room. But if you don't need that room, you don't have to really rush. You see here, these fall, and if that gets you, those little spotlights, it affects the next sub boss. So you see, there it is. So just don't get caught by them. Because each time you get caught by one of these spotlights, the next boss gets harder. The next sub boss gets harder. You see right now. I believe you can get caught either 3 or 4 times, which changes it. So here we have it. So down low, as you saw, was the the X-Hunter room. It's a little house, so you can kind of just rush through, keep getting hit, but it's better not to get hit to get a little faster. So here we go. So here's the next up. It's called Radio Killer. So he's this color. So there you go. He shows you. Here's the information we got. So he changed his color. Like I said, I believe it's 4 times he can do this. So you don't want him to get that close. So you can just do that. So yeah, each time it scans you, he gets a little bit harder. So whenever he jumps, just dash across to get a little bit distance from yourself. And so there you go. It's just a relatively easy boss fight. But the more you scan, the more ability health he gets, the more moves he has, and the harder he is overall. So just try to avoid the scanner as much as you can through that stage. But if you're rushing through like I did to get to the extended room to show you guys, it's relatively easy. So here with this, they spotted you. Oh, but like I was saying, just avoid it. If you go to the extended room, you don't even have to fight the guy, so there's not even worry about. But like, since we have all the X-Hunters defeated already, I don't need the room. You guys you can kill too, so it causes you trouble. So you're gonna have to wait for this guy. They push you across. Oh. So yeah, so now like it's kind of security breach. So they're breaking it. So here we have central compute. We have magnet centipede. Sorry, I can't speak today, guys. I'm really like distracted. But his weakness is the silk shot, which I don't think I ever showed you guys. Kind of does that. If you charge it, it gathers trash from around the area to make a little block, and you can use it to run into bosses. So, which I believe he doesn't do that. You don't need to do it here. So those are the magnet mines we're talking about. He lost his tail. So for that, you can either hit him with the block itself or the debris of it. It's relatively easy. So whenever you just break it on the other side of him, and it hits him diagonally. So you can kind of just stand in the middle, see where he's at, throw it the other direction, and just avoid his attacks. And it's relatively easy to do it. And sometimes he does that little move, which is still relatively easy to avoid. So just give it some time to see if he's actually gonna stay there, so you don't waste your shot. Because even if you wait when he's actually really there, you still have a lot of time to actually hit him. And sometimes he does a little move, you can just throw one in the opposite direction, and he'll run into it. I wait there. So yeah, it's a relatively easy boss fight. You can get it to where you don't even get hit. So yeah, one of the easier ones. So you know, just because it's left for last doesn't mean it's hard. Because I think he is one of the earlier fights in it's called a skill shot walkthrough, where you use the weakness of the boss for the next boss, like how we did in Mega Man X. So for him, I think he is one of the earlier ones you do get. But with that done, after all the Mavericks done, all the items collected, all the upgrades gotten, and all the Mavericks beat. So let's go back. See, first of all, we get the magnet mine finally, which is the weakness of two guys. So you still don't mind. It sticks to the wall, and then if you run into it, it also blows up. So there you go. Magnet mine. So let's see where the story goes from here. Dr. Kane, Mega Man X. I've located the X-Hunter space. It's at grid location 00. That's right at the North Pole. Roger, Dr. Kane. I'm on my way. Jesus Christ. Dr. Kane, it will take some more time to reactivate Zero. Slow them down, Mega Man X. It's kind of funny how, like, here's the code. Like X or Zero is like they're like we have to revive Zero, like, because he's so good, but like, X kind of destroyed, defeated all the Mavericks in Mega Man X, the first game, and then destroyed all these, and they're like, we still need to, obviously because is his friend, but it's kind of, but that's gonna be it for this episode. It is a little bit longer episode, and I'm probably gonna break up the next two into the next episode into 2 episodes, not just have one longer episode. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. If you have any comments or suggestions for where I should play next, so we're getting to the end of this series, leave it in the comment section below. I'll try to read all the comments or any comments down there. Please subscribe if you want to catch the next episode or my next series or any current series I'm working on. Yeah, so like I said earlier, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.